And we should be back. And I've totally forgotten what missions I was thinking about running. Oh, fabulous. Well, that was odd. Step one is get back to Agartha. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to Egypt. You guys can meet Saeed if you haven't yet. And once this loads a little more, there is a reason for this cuddle puddle in the middle of Agartha. Halloween event going on right now. During events, there are RNG bags that you can get, cosmetics, pets, you know, things like that. You can get the single player bags you can either get from running missions. For some events like this one, you can buy up to 2 a day with in-game currency, or you can buy it in the item store. There is also such a thing as a group bag. The group bag you can only get in the item store, and when you blow that one open, it gives presents to yourself and also the 20 people closest to you. It gives first priority to anybody in your group or in your raid. And during events, a lot of people like to randomly pop these bags right in Agartha. You usually get some kind of... This is Agartha, Mops. This is the hub. It's think like Hollow Earth. Think like Hollow Earth. I can go talk to the station master. I know he explains kind of what Agartha is in a cutscene early on. I don't know if he'll give more information like now. But anyway, so they're chilling, hoping that somebody's going to dump prize packages on their heads, and sometimes they do. Sometimes people blow them open. Well, like, you know, we were blowing some open at the World Boss. They're really nice for things like the Beyond the Veil podcast, because we record that live on Twitch. And for events, a lot of the times we'll buy a few bags and burst those open for the people in game that are hanging out for a podcast. Okay, let's see if the station master will talk.
Mine edges, they're perfectly safe, though. You'll get used to the balmy temperature. It's for the bees. They prefer it. Their honey is remarkable, though the aftertaste, a little like machine oil. Her Majesty once commented favourably on Agartha to me. A work of quite miraculous craftsmanship. I believe to tour it was one of her few joys after Albert passed. Well, try not to approach all this as something unnatural. It may not follow the accepted theories of the Earth's consistency. I assure you, though, it is very much a part of our world. Over the years, these halls have expanded and contracted with the growth of the tree. Like breathing, I expect. Fresh branches find their way to the surface, to many different surfaces. The older growth, further down, leads to other places in other times. Stacked like those Russian dolls that were all the rage in Paris. Why, I encountered myself as a young man once. Curious thing.
And that bit of dialogue there gives us a really neat piece of in-game lore that a lot of players have kind of played with and speculated about. With him talking about the lower branches being other times, quite a few of us are of the opinion that each of these portals are not just a portal to a specific location, but also a particular point in time. This would actually be like an in-game lore reason that, every time you go to Kingsmouth, it's Halloween. Every time you go to Tokyo, it's right after the filth bomb. Every time, if these are also portals in time. That also kind of gives an in-game reason that even for like repeating missions. So that's kind of cool.
I suppose one day my services will no longer be required to man the platforms. Modernisation encroaches on us all. Ticket machines, indeed. Good for addition, I don't doubt. Always with the correct change. Yet, somewhat lacking in the human touch. Like my thunderous mechanical companions here.
Oh yeah, these guys are great. If you click on them, you tell it where you want to go. And he'll totally point your way. There's also a lot of lore in game that Agartha is not safe for regular old human beings. There's an implication that it like explodes their brain. His comment about the queen coming, there are ways that normal human beings can pass through Agartha. It just doesn't happen very often. The Orochi have been trying very hard to break into Agartha. And that's part of the Mitsubashi project that we ran into in Tokyo. They're trying to get in here. They're trying to figure out why we bees can get in there, what makes us special, what Gaia has done to us to make us able to use Agartha to travel. So, the Tokyo branch also. The Tokyo branch is very interesting in Agartha because you'll notice it's all covered in filth. That connects to a Whispering Tide event here in game. It was a one time only one-time event. That the Flappy Birds and not the Flappy Birds in Tokyo, the bird of the 0-point pathogen, the big one, was flying all around Agartha, and the portal was all full of filth, and yeah, I forget if it's actually referred to as a world tree or not. But yeah, it also gives that impression, very much so. Anyway, we had to cleanse the portal to get into Tokyo, and we couldn't figure out why, the filth was coming into Agartha through Tokyo, because that's not good. There should not be filth in Agartha. So that was kind of neat. And then at the end of the Whispering Tide event was when that branch of Agartha opened to us. It wasn't over there before. It wasn't open before. Egypt. I was gonna go to Egypt. I was just trying to figure out what Event was doing. Yeah, I hear, the desert at night. And again, better if you're running it on higher graphic settings. But for something like a desert that should be relatively boring, there's some great views here. Mops, that doesn't surprise me. Most of what they do here is taken from either literary references or historical references or folklore, or some of it's the Bible, some of it's, Egyptian. It's really pretty awesome. Like, I believe any of those enemies in Tokyo, if you Google their names, you know, oh yeah, I have to give you permission, don't I? Yes, I can do that. But yeah, like any of the enemies in Tokyo and all that, if you Google it, it comes up with actual folklore. You should be good to go. Nice. Yeah, there's lore in this game that probably some of the other Secret Worlders know. I can't always keep all of it in my head even. Nice. Thank you for posting that, Mops. That is true. You are the giant lore nut. And we love you for it.
Hello.
Meet Saeed, an incredibly dapper mummy. Oh, what do I want to run? What do I want to run?
If you want something done right, keep throwing people at it until one of them lucks out. Oh, this is nice. Very nice. They don't make wards against pestilence like they used to. Oh, well, you'll need this to remove the Arbe from its nest. You are still doing that, yes? A little desert falcon told me the beasts hold up in that gauche tourist trap, the so-called Temple to the Arten. Pfft, Arten. I once talk about overstaying a welcome, but this isn't its time anymore. It's an ugly throwback from a darker age. A bleaker age. An Egypt of obsidian monuments, baking sand, the most shocking violence and depravity. Oh, you people don't know the half of it. But if you can't stand the heat, get out of the desert, I always said. And you did. The Illuminati, the Templars, the Dragon all scurried off with their prizes like dung beetles after a camel race and left Egypt to fend for herself. To overthrow a tyrant and chisel the forbidden names out of memory. And now the gang's all here again.
I love Saeed. I love many, many of the NPCs in this game.
See you.
I could play for another 12 hours, and I don't think I'd run out of cool NPCs to show off. I'm being ridiculously lazy with my animal while jumping tonight. For obvious reasons. No, I know who we're visiting next after Saeed. This is one of the more disturbing areas, just because you very rarely kill people in this game. If you do, they're generally the filth infected, and they're not recovering from that. You know, they're either the filth infected or there's a specific reason. I can't even think. Okay, I can think of a handful of actual people that you kill, but you know, there's a specific reason. These cultists, it's rather more disturbing because, you know, they're brainwashed, yes, but it's not like they're filth infected. Or, well, I guess we assume they aren't. They could be. Let's see if I remember how to get into the temple, because I don't think I can just walk in. Fair enough, Mops. Ah, I'm not trying to... Don't get me stuck in the barrier game, that's not helpful. I am gonna die right here because I got stuck in the barrier. Okay, maybe not. That was close though. to just knock these guys down.
Scrabbling filth for it.
You came to this forbidden place to die.
I totally don't remember if I really do need to kill all of the things or not. We'll find out.
I praise your holy appearance. Yes, we shall make a vessel of you.
I begin to think I remembered that incorrectly.
I praise. Come out, come forth and experience miracles.
Oh, maybe I just have to kill the keepers. That might be it. Festivity in the streets, in the desert. Okay. Apparently I really don't remember. Give me a minute, and maybe I'm gonna check my notes here. No, I am just herpaderp. I got the barriers I need. I just totally forgot that what they give you is a buff that lets you get through. And I'm gonna do a thing quick. Also, while running these on the stream, I'm not doing nearly the exploration that I would normally do. Usually you're poking all over for lore and for the secrets, and not at this point in the stream. If I do that, I'm gonna lose any focus I have at all. And there's a trick to this guy, and I don't remember what it is. Oh, I know what it is. I need the thing. There's probably something I'm forgetting. Oh no, I'm good, I'm good. Yay. Oh, hey. Bad place to chill, again. I'm trying to remember the easiest way to get to where I want to go. We'll just go this way.
For a moment, there I took you for a fond mirage.
And Tie, once the great royal wife, decreed her dais to be set down at the Ankh. Are you getting all this, Aaron? Riveting stuff.
Is riveting really the word you're looking for, Monty?
At least take a rubbing, man.
Ah, hello again. We're getting in a little legwork while there's a break in the, murdering.
I don't know how au fait you are with the reign of Pharaoh Akhenaten.
Creator of the would-be capital, Amarna. Dedicated to his one god, Aten. It's out that way.
Yes, a very long way out there. Even on its rushed schedule, the city was never completed. It was a vanity project, subject to the whims of Akhenaten's growing megalomania, and our man was distracted.
By the demands of his Atenist religion, and the wiles of his mother, Ta the Red Queen. She colored her nails blood red, perhaps even dyed her hair. Upper-class ancient Egyptian women were millennia ahead of the glamour curve.
Think of a Lady Macbeth figure by way of Grace Jones.
Who?
Why did Ta, Akhenaten, and their divine cult start a new citadel in this empty place? What brought the Romans here, decades on? I venture the answers are still carved under sand. I'm the hot young Turk. He's the stuffy old professor. No, wait a minute. The heat's getting to me.
You see how a wit like this is wasted at Oxford. Monty likes to think of himself as a dry old scholar, but you don't learn swordsmanship like that in fencing class.
I did, actually. Though I've had my scrapes with the Raman Uncanny. Considerably more of them since being paired with Dr. Singh here.
The only way to experience occult history is to go out there and get stuck into it, don't you agree? Dragon, Templars, Illuminati, whatever you are, no offense, you're very hands-on.
Aaron, like you, is of the new breed, the go-getters. I'm afraid I'm a holdover from the past, when the secret world stayed politely secret.
Monty, you know I hate it when you depress yourself.
My boy, we were fusty custodians then. We would deny the truth rather than have it contradict hundreds of years of utterly dreary research. Do take care. It's a desert out there.
Thank you. I did not realize it was a desert. I wish these two had more missions actually regularly during the game. They have a part to play in the Mayan end of the world event. But again, they're awesome characters. I just want to say awesome people. Very, very awesome. I forgot that the mission they had was an investigation one though. I don't really want to do another one of those. Yeah, this late into the stream. That's okay. We're at the point in the stream where I'm just like, come meet all my friends in the game! I thought there was something else I wanted to run in Egypt too. Oh, we could go chat with Nasir. That's always fun. Let's go chat with Nasir. And speaking of Nasir, and speaking earlier of our amazing, awesome devs, so, fun story. This dance here that Nasir is doing, the players had been bugging the devs for years to please have this dance. The devs had trouble trying to work with that because you can see the assault rifle there, you have to have that particular rifle in your hand to make it work, or the dance just doesn't look right. So they finally solved it a little while ago. They gave us this little clicky down here. It's not a regular emote like a regular dance, but it spawns that assault rifle so that we can do the Nasir dance. Well, Beyond the Veil, we were doing a show right after this had come out, And a couple of us were like, hey, we should, instead of doing the show up in Agartha like we usually do, we should totally, run out and film the show hanging out with Nasir. So we came down here and I think we were like at least an hour and a half into the show. Like we were starting to think about, yes, exactly, Arlie. We were starting to think about wrapping it up. And all of a sudden we look around and Nasir isn't there anymore. One of the devs, actually the lead designer, took over control of Nasir. And he was chatting with us, and he was dancing with us, and he asked us to teach him dances, and he did, the different dances. And then he's all like, I can teach you some new dances now too. And they and they let us pre-do dances that still aren't in the game. Like he gave us the magic power during the stream to dance these dances that aren't even in game. It was so awesome. Just even just having Nasir, walk around and talk to us was amazing. One of the other GMs came in and they were handing out fireworks and they were handing out temporary rainbows, and it was really, really awesome. Oh, I don't like that mission. That's the only problem, Nasir. I don't always like your missions when I'm tired. Oh wait, maybe this one is the okay one. Yeah, I might have been confusing this with the Live Free Die Hard. Okay, we can do this one.
Hello, my friend. The mission was a great success.
There is much left to do. We are not yet victorious.
Shani is always worried. It is her job. She is our leader. She is responsible. Me? I'm young. I still believe in victory. I may look like I'm not serious. My sister was eaten by a beast from the mountains. My mother was taken by cultists when I was 11. My father died trying to save her. I am very serious. But if we can no longer have fun, if we cannot take joy in life, they have won. Come, boss, dance!
Say what you will about Nasir. He's the best at what he does. The sands of battle are always shifting. Your assistance is of great value. But we have fought this war for a long, long time. And you have many things to do, many places to be. This is only one of them.
But they are here now, boss, and they will help us fulfill our destiny.
The pumps only distribute the poison. We can destroy that. But the source of the corruption comes from deep in the mountains.
Then we will destroy the mountain. Nothing is impossible for the young warriors. Yeah!
This mission killed me so many times the first time I played it. If you don't have AoE and if you don't have a good build, this is terrible. Just for fun, I'm going to show you what happens if you run over these little dust devils in the sand here. You get to meet a friend. Well, that was a waste of a flamethrower cooldown.
Hey.
I think somebody might have just done this, and we're waiting on the trucks to respawn. Because right now, there don't appear to be any trucks in range. This right here is another music track I love in the game. I totally don't remember
Goodbye.
if there's supposed to be more trucks that need to respawn, or if I'm not remembering the right way to complete this.
Make yourself at home.
Well, it's not cooperating for me.
Goodbye.
Maybe this mission gets to go on pause. Because I'm kind of getting too tired to worry about if it's a bug or if I'm doing something dumb.